Hello. As someone who advises leaders, who supports them in being their most effective self and being their most effective leader that they can be, one of the things that I've noticed is that, yes, I've spoke recently about claiming our vivaciousness, our passion, our vibrancy for life through recognizing our own sexuality. Another piece I'd love to talk about is remembering who we really are. Who is the truth of who you are? When we become so invested in identifying ourselves as a leader, so invested in identifying ourselves as a success, whatever that means to you, we end up creating an illusion that people expect us to always be that success, to always be that person who can do anything, who has all the answers, who has such great wisdom and understanding, that we end up believing the story. We start believing the image that we think others have of us. When we start believing the story, we start losing more and more touch with who we really are. We start losing more and more awareness of what our truth is. We lose more and more awareness of what makes us us. There's so much work that goes into succeeding, whatever that means. There's so much work that goes into developing the skills of leadership. You learn how to recognize your strengths. You learn how to recognize what comes naturally to you. What are my gifts? Where do they lie in the business realm or in the whatever realm you work in, whether it's in a hospital, in corporate, in as your own small business, and working in a medium-sized business. What are the gifts I bring to the table naturally that I may have gone to school to perfect, or I may have taken classes to develop even further? But what are the gifts that come naturally to you? When you recognize them, not the ones you can learn, the ones that come naturally to you, that's where your true leadership shines. And unfortunately, we can be really good at something, some element of what we're doing, some element of our job or our career. And we start developing expectations that we need to be better at this, better at that, better at that. And we go and we start developing all these skills. And the more we do that and the more we focus out there, and I'm not saying for a moment, don't keep developing your skills. Till the day you pass, keep growing and changing and evolving. But the more we keep focusing out there, the more we keep looking at something out there to make us a better us, the more we start disconnecting from that part of us that is so natural, that is so profound, that is so transformative. The more we can connect and remember who we are, the better and better we become as leaders, as people, as partners, whether in business or at home. Because when you show up at work as the boss, as the whatever, it means people have put an image on you. They've projected something onto you that may not fit at all. And if your role is to live up to their expectations of how they see you, you never get to live up to who you really are. So when you walk home, you walk into the front door, who's walking in? Is it the man or the woman your partner married? Is it the parent your children need? Or is it the boss who walked in the door? Is it that responsible adult who is filled with so many burdens, so many unanswered questions, so many responsibilities for what needs to be done tonight or tomorrow, that you never get to show up? It's important to know the jobs we have. It's important to understand the responsibilities we carry. And it's important we develop the ability to do that. But it's also far more important to recognize that that label isn't doing the work. You are. It isn't the husband, it's you, or the wife, it's you. It isn't the parent, it's you that's doing this. The same as in the office. It isn't the CEO or the founder or the CFO or whatever it is you may be that's doing the job. It's you. Coming back and remembering the person, the human being that doesn't have all the answers, that doesn't know all the right ways to do everything, the human being who is in the process of learning, in the process of growing, in the process of becoming. That allows you not to fail. It allows you not to be less than or inadequate, inept, whatever the word is you choose to use. What it does is it allows you to be human, to be real, and to show up. And the more you show up at a board meeting, the more you show up at a team meeting, the more you show up in the house, the better and better you become at being the best version of you. The better and better you become comfortable in your own skin. The more you become capable of truly bringing your gifts to the table. Because those gifts show up when you show up, and only to the extent that you show up. When you are so busy filling a role, you never get to fill your own skin. So take a look at what part of you may have lost touch with who you really are. What part of you may have lost touch with what you personally bring to the table. Not what you bring to that role, what you bring to the table. What part of you gets to laugh at the dinner table because you were so relaxed you could see a joke or you could laugh with somebody lovingly? What part of you gets to just sit back and be grateful for the life you've created? And in the office, what part of you gets to feel stimulated and excited by a new idea rather than logically looking at how it applies to the situation? We need logic, we need reason, we need intelligence, we need experience, we need wisdom. The innocence and the awareness of something new, something exciting, something that's going to change perhaps how you see things, that's going to change how you do things. But we can't be open to all of those shifts when we've got an expectation on ourselves already to have all the answers. We can't be open to the unexpected when we believe we're supposed to be in charge of everything that shows up. If the unexpected is going to come in, if creativity is going to come in, if just a wonderful innocence, and I'm not talking about naivete, I'm talking about innocence, that ability to sit in awe at a new idea, a new perspective, a new approach to something you never thought about, and to really appreciate it and let it in. The ability to do that comes because you've showed up, not the role you play. You showed up, and the human in you, the part of you that's the best part, the vibrant part, the alive part, the open part, is the part that gets to be impressed, that gets to be excited, that gets to be stimulated by a new idea and a new approach and a new perspective, that gets to be truly the most creative, the most productive, and the most alive part of who you are. And I wish that for all of us. Have a great day.